it was in that building. That building held a lot of like nonprofits, social services, stuff like that. Now it's a hotel. I will say the outfit wasn't that great that I worked for. I was, you know, kind of shocked and disturbed that of the behavior of people who worked there. I was like, is this the Twilight Zone? Speaking of, here's a sink here. That's unusual. Guns and Moses at T-Mobile. Yeah, pointing at T-Mobile over. I guess I've had quite the journey here in Philadelphia. Everywhere I've worked, strange things began happening at the workplaces, and I started to wonder if I was on like a weird path. Like, you know how you can't work wherever you want. Like, certain doors will open to you and others won't. There are people who wish they could work for one company and they wind up in another. And who's in control of that? Like, you can only control so much. Maybe you want to work at one veterinarian office, but a different one opens its doors to you, so you're kind of stuck having to work there. And, you know, unless over time you can keep inquiring. But anyway, just saying, it's possible you could wind up on someone else's path narrative, and you're in workplaces where it's like some people know to go to certain workplaces, say like Yoga Habit. They would know, oh, I'd rather work at that yoga studio. I recognize the name. I recognize it as being sort of a part of a certain group, as opposed to, say, a normal yoga studio, like, say, Maha or Dhyana, or even the Ashtanga yoga school. Those would be more normal. But if you go to a place called Yoga Habit, you would wonder if there was some other intention going on, that it wasn't pure yoga kind of thing. This is just my correct opinion, and I'm expressing it in a Freedom of Speech America. But some people would know to go there because it's kind of a ridiculous name. It doesn't connote seriousness. Like, if you name your yoga studio after one of the limbs of yoga, and hopefully you know what a limb of yoga is if you're teaching yoga, which I can't say that about some people at some yoga studios, then you know, the serious yoga studios are where you really want to be if you're normal. But say they have actual other places out there to work, and you wind up in these places like, oh, like anyone else from my class or whatever, you desperately look for work, and you're sort of happy to get a job. But the doors that opened to me were, sadly, I think I was on someone else's path, like someone's narrative. And it's like, these people are behaving like buffoons and complete morons. And if you're in, say, if you're working in a counselor capacity, you're supposed to be a certain type of person who doesn't pose any threat, concerns, you don't fuel paranoia, nothing, and these people did the opposite. I was like, this is crazy. These people are retard, for lack of a better word. And I'm being nice. Like, I really wanted to, throw stuff at these people. I am so not kidding with how ill-behaved they were. And it's like, people are coming here because they're having issues. So when people have issues, whatever's going on, they need to find a safe space. And listen, even in Gainesville, Florida, I lived there for 2.5 years, and there's a large outfit claiming to be a safe space. They label safe spaces, but it's not. I went there thinking, okay, is there any way to get some sort of, diagnosis, something, because I just been through hell and back, and I'm wondering how to get special aid or what have you. And when I went in there, I happen to have a relative who works there, which is even more disturbing, and all kinds of things unfolded, and I was like, this is like the Twilight Zone. Like, these people are fucked up. It's a wreckage. And I am just like, there are certain systems that are designed to almost do the opposite of what you would expect. I had to go through all types of journeys and jobs to figure out that, wow, we are a complete wreck here in America, you know, like I kind of already knew it wasn't an easy road, but are you kidding? There are places that actually claim to be safe spaces and they're nothing of the kind at all. We are so not kidding. So those places exist. People wind up there. I wonder how they manage, or they learn to play along with a stupid game. Okay, have a great day.